at your girl. This is KD, that's right, letter K, letter D. And my sidekick here.
What up?
Oh, can I see you?
Aloha, what's happening,
Trying
my
to
friends?
see you here.
Hi.
Okay, there he is. There's my sidekick, my Hawaiian heartthrob himself, Mr. Jason Shaver. And we're coming at you here from our bedroom because we like to work in our pajamas. I know, like, there's always sales pages talking about working in your pajamas, and we are living proof that working in your pajamas is pretty cool. Another reason that we're here in our pajamas is we're doing the Master Cleanse, which I didn't even want to make a video series about because last time I did, and then I like totally wimped out and felt like such a dork, you know, since I didn't follow through with it. But this time I am. I actually have not eaten all day today. All I've done, we decided to ease our way in. So the first 3 days we did raw food, and we did like avocado and fruit and stuff, and a superfood shake, all raw food. And then today I'm only drinking my the drink, and I actually feel okay. I actually feel kind of like peaceful. Feel a little peaceful. But what I wanted to talk to you guys about in this video, on a more important note, I know often, you know, sometimes this can seem like this is so like unprofessional, you know, like the lighting and the sound and stuff, but I kind of like that. I actually really like that. In fact, when I see people that I know are making tons of money and they are just being themselves, and I thought, gosh, we live in a great time. How cool is it that was the whole point, you know, of home business entrepreneurs, is that they wanted to just live in their bikini and make videos. You know, they didn't want to play that game of dressing up in the professional. You're not to be professional. So I really think it's cool, and I really dig being able to, you know, make videos like this. And I asked Jason, I said, Jason, should I like put on a certain thing? Should I put on makeup and that? And he's like, no, baby. He's like, just be you. Just do it. So I think that's really cool. But what I wanted to share with you today in this little message is small, attainable, doable goals. Because I found sometimes, and I'll have these, you know, often, if you're even watching this video, chances are you're a very ambitious person, right? And you have big dreams and big goals, because I know that I attract who I am, which means that if you're watching this, you're probably very similar to me in a lot of areas. And one thing that I've done, and that Jason and I have done, is we've made these humongous goals. Not only humongous, but we've made goals like in every different area of our life that were so big that they ended up conflicting and creating all this like havoc, because we bite off more than we can chew. I do that a lot. I don't know if you do that, but big mistake, because you end up not getting anything done, because you're like, we wanted to have this, you know, badass garden, and we wanted to do this social media thing, and we wanted to do video stuff, and we wanted to do articles, and we wanted to do a sales funnel, and we wanted to brand ourselves, we wanted to do affiliate stuff, and we wanted to do CPV, and we wanted to do paid, and we were like, whoa, you know, you gotta slow down. And so what I want to say is, often I think we don't realize that even the simple things, the simple little things that, you know, people write bad things about, you know, that they're necessary for the newbie, and they're necessary for people that are rebuilding. So even though we had kind of had a, you know, a semi-successful internet business, which I want you to know that there are many ways to create success on the internet. There are so many different ways. Like everyone that I've met too, when we were in Vegas, they all have a different way that they created their wealth, their riches. You know, they didn't all do it through pay-per-click. They didn't all do it through article marketing. They all had their own little, you know, they did this and that's how they created their wealth. You know, or they were just a closer. They got on the phone and closed the leads after other people had created the leads. So just know that. Know that you can find your own unique path to wealth, and know that it really is important to start with the basics when you're rebuilding, because we kind of did that, and we had kind of a shift, a transition in our life where we needed to, you know, develop our relationship, because what I've found, or what Jason has always found, is that people are building businesses because, you know, often they want to have a partner. They want to share their life with somebody. And so we really felt like in our value system and what we believe, we wanted to have a strong relationship first. That how many people did we know that had all this money but were miserable, had miserable relationships, and you know, so we kind of went down the space that we wanted a good relationship, and while we did that, didn't work as hard and went broke. That's kind of what happens. But that's okay. You know, because then we had the strong foundation in ourselves, and then we were ready to build. We were ready to go after our dreams again with this whole new refined idea of what we wanted to create, which our dream now is to have a whole community, is to have lots of other young couples. We even wrote out who our customer is in detail. We wrote out what they're like, what they're into, their age range, you know, all of that. So I'm excited to see who, you know, we attract through this, you know, attraction marketing, and who comes to us through some of these intentions that we have set out, that we know are going to come back to us. So I know I'm rambling. I do that a lot. It's kind of part of my, you know, personality type, my fun country, like type 1, where I, out of the 4 types, where I just kind of am random. I've got all these brain jumping things that I do. But yeah, so start at the beginning. If you have to rebuild, if you do, you know, I know a lot of people that were in Liberty League, for example, when I've been doing some research, that now are not in Liberty League. Now they're in Life Path, or now they're in WMI, or now they're in, you know, a Forex exchange or something, you know, because there's so many different ways to make money on the internet. That you kind of have to rebuild. Like, once you do something and you start something else, like, even though you've got kind of that beautiful knowledge and skill set, which that is always anybody's saving grace, when they've got that skill set that then go back and reapply. Once you've learned it, you've got it for life. You do definitely need to start from the beginning and start with the basics, which can be very humbling. You know, you're like, I had this big thing and now I have to start back doing the grunt work, writing the articles myself, or making the videos myself, or making a website myself, you know, doing some of the grunt work before I can get the capital again to outsource and delegate. So that's kind of like my message is multiple things. Is that there's many ways to make money on the internet, number 1. Number 2, when you rebuild, when you go through a time, because that's often how, you know, that's how it is. You know, entrepreneurship is not just this uphill climb. It's a journey, right? It's a journey. It's not a destination. It's a journey. So you're going to have a high and you're going to have a low. And when you come to the low, I'll tell you from our experience, the second thing that I had said was that it's important to start with the basics again. Build from the basics. So I think that's it. I hope you guys took some value out of this. I know this was kind of me rambling, doing my rambling thing, but that's it. Make sure to subscribe to this channel right here, the I Am Cutie Katie, and check out my blog. And by all means, check out some of the links and stuff that I've got there, and check out and see what we're working on. And we want you to become free. If you're somebody that is still working a job you hate, you know, my life in 1 year's time transformed from living in my parents' basement, literally, to living in Maui with my soulmate. And I know sometimes you watch this and it seems too good to be true, but gosh, once you convince yourself and you start taking action, there's nothing that can stop you. Absolutely nothing. Except yourself. Really, except yourself. You are your biggest, you know, hurdle to overcome. So that is it. Much aloha, and stay tuned. I'm going to have some more videos coming out here for all of you. Bye-bye.